Hi, I'm Anya, and I'm one of the co-creators of Rational Creatures, a web series inspired by Jane Austen's Persuasion. We made this show because it was something that we wanted to watch that we couldn't really find, which is a modern Jane Austen-inspired story that reflects the reality and diversity of the world around us. So the first thing to note is the rain, which I actually decided to add after the fact when I was editing. I thought that the episode needed another layer, and the rain adds a cozy ambiance and kind of a moodiness. So I just filmed the rain scene when it was actually raining one day. So this first scene is between the main character Anna and her sister Marisol, whose house she's staying at. And Anna and Marisol have a somewhat contentious relationship. They care about each other, but they don't communicate very well. And I think that is reflected by the way that we set up this shot. So the sisters are physically close, but they're not looking directly at each other. Anna is avoiding eye contact. Marisol is being domineering, and she's kind of looking down, literally, on Anna. And then this next bit shows time passing, and what Anna is looking at on the computer is a hint for what will come later. And then there's a knock at the door, which pulls Anna out of her own little world. I think it was actually Christina, who plays Anna, who had the idea to open the door slowly on first her friend Louis, and then her ex, who she hasn't seen in 8 years, Fred. And I love this idea because it really ups the tension and makes it kind of fun and dramatic. And I wanted to focus on Fred here when Anna leads Louis into the kitchen. I wanted to focus on Fred because he's reacting to seeing his ex for the first time in several years, with this new guy that he's sort of dating, which adds just another level of awkward. And I wanted the audience to watch him process that and hesitate as he follows them to the kitchen.
I was telling Fred that chorizo have all the obscure spices.
The space was really tight filming in this kitchen, but I think it ultimately worked out in our favor because I love the awkward framing, actually. Yeah. Everyone is way too close together for it to be comfortable, which is kind of exactly what you want when you have multiple characters who are having all these conflicting feelings about each other. And then we add in Marisol, which, adds another layer. And Anna's kind of plastered to the fridge, and the boys are closer together, and Marisol comes in talking about something completely unrelated. And Anna has to watch as this, as she sees this guy who she realizes she isn't really over.
Don't tell me to start some
be flirty with somebody else,
diet or magical tincture made with a random herb that'll cure me, and we're good.
We can save you some gelato if you'd like. We're making Stradivarius.
Stracciatella.
Yeah, that.
Well, have fun, and don't use all my vanilla bean. It's expensive.
And then eventually Louis catches on to the weird vibes.
Thank you, Anna.
And then he kind of finger guns his way out.
And I will not be seeing you for dinner.
This last scene has that classic, two people are trying to go in the same direction. It's who's going first? And we get the close-ups, which hopefully after that big group scene, the audience will want to see. We want to see their faces. They're finally looking at each other in the eyes. And there's this moment that feels prolonged when we see it from both of their perspectives.